13th question of chapter 1 MCQ. If f from A to B, g from C to D, then what is the domain of FOG? Right now here we want to find FOG. So first we take G and then F. This is C, this is D, and this is A and B. So here when we take X, then the element is Gx is obtained here, which is called Y, and from this Gy we take Fy, which is Z. So here the function is obtained, which is FOG. This is F and this is Z, FOG. So now when we take this function, then here FOG is obtained by this way. FOG from C to B and FOGX is equal to F bracket Gx. Therefore we can say that the domain of FOG is C. Therefore domain of FOG is equal to X belongs to C, X belongs to C, where Gx equal to A. Right? So this way we can obtain our answer. Right? So this is our 13th question in which we want to find the domain of FOG. Here one thing you remember, for FOG, range of G is always subset of domain of F. Right? So this is very important for FOG function, and for GOF, range of F is subset of domain of G. So be careful and be remember to these two things. Then you can do this GOF and FOG function. So always remember this diagram for FOG and the previous sum for the GOF, right? Then you can do the sum very easily, or you can find your domain, range, or codomain, or etc. etc. Right? Now we go for the next one. Okay, 14th sum. If f from z to z fx equal to x plus 1 and g from n to z gx equal to minus x, then what is GOF minus 1? So here GOF minus 1 is equal to g bracket f minus 1. Right? So here g, f minus 1 means minus 1 plus 1, it is g0. Now for g0, one thing you remember, that all the element of domain can be taken from only natural number. So 0 is not in natural number, so which is not possible because of 0 is not belongs to n. Therefore the answer of this is not possible. Maybe sometimes this type of questions are also asked, that the value is not possible for the domain, then you be careful for this type of sum. Right? Then we go for the next one. Okay, this is the same kind of sum, but here f from z to z fx equal to x plus 1 and gx is minus x, where g from n to z is given, then FOG1 is equal to dash. Here FOG1 is equal to f bracket g1. So we have f and g1 is 1 plus 1 is 2, f2. Now f2, g1 is minus 1, and therefore f minus 1 is minus 1 plus 1. So our answer will be 0. Right? So this way we can obtain the answer is 0A. So not necessarily that always the answer is not obtained. Here the answer is obtained, which is 0. Okay? Then we go for the next one. Now 16. In the 16th sum, fx equal to 2x raised to 10 plus x plus 1 and gx equal to 2x raised to 5 minus 32x plus 1, then FOG2 is equal to dash. So here FOG2 is equal to F bracket G2. It is F, G2 is 2 into 2 raised to 5 minus 32 into 2 plus 1. So here F 32 to the 64 minus 64 plus 1. So we can say that it is F1, and F1 here we put 2 into 1 raised to 10 plus 1 plus 1. It is 2 plus 1 plus 1, it is 4. So our answer is 4. Okay. So this way we can obtain the answer of this FOG2, which is 4. Right. So this is easy sum. Now we go for the next one. 17th sum. If F from Q to Q cross Q, Fn equal to Nn, and G from Q cross Q to Q, Gmn equal to m plus n by 2, then GOFX. Here first of all we find that GOFX exists or not. So here range of F is equal to Q cross Q, which is equal to domain of G. So we can say that range of F is subset of domain of G. Therefore GOF from Q to Q, GOF X is equal to G bracket Fx. Now G bracket Fx is equal to what? It is G bracket XX and Gmn equal to m plus n by 2. So here x plus x by 2, it is 2x by 2, which is x. So we can say that first of all we just define that or check that GOF is exist or not. If not exist, then no question of solving this sum. Otherwise, if it is exist, then we can first check it and then we go for this process. Okay, GOFX equal to G bracket Fx, Fx equal to Nn, or here Xx, and then x plus x by 2 is equal to 2x by 2, which is x. So this way we can obtain our answer. Okay, then we go for the next one. Okay, 18 is the similar type of sum. 17, F from Q to Q cross Q, Fn equal to Nn, and G from Q cross Q to Q, Gmn equal to m plus n by 2. Then FOG is defined by, here for FOG, range of G is subset of domain of F is necessary. Now here range of G is equal to Q, and subset of means domain of F is also Q. Therefore we can say that FOG from Q to Q is defined, and FOG, sorry, not Q to Q, but FOG from Q cross Q to Q cross Q, sorry for the interruption, Q cross Q to Q cross Q is defined, and FOGX, or here we take FOGMN is equal to FGMN. Now when we take GMN, then we have it is m plus n by 2. But now Fn equal to Nn. So we can say that m plus n by 2 and m plus n upon 2. So this is our function. FOG is defined by m plus n by 2 and m plus n by 2. Right? So this way we can obtain our answer. Right? Now we go for the next one. 19th sum. F from R to R, G from R to R, Fx equal to 2x plus 3 and Gx equal to x square plus 7. Then for x equal to dash, Gfx equal to 8. So here Gfx is equal to 8. Therefore Fx square plus 7 equal to 8. Therefore Fx square is equal to 1, and Fx square is 2x plus 3 whole square is equal to 1. It means 4x square plus 12x plus 9 equal to 1. It means 4x square plus 12x plus 8 equal to 0, or 2x square plus 6x plus 4, or taking 4 common, then x square plus 2x plus 2 equal to 0. It means 3x plus 2, x plus 1 and x plus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, the value of x is minus 1 or minus 2. So, for these two value, minus 1 and minus 2, the answer of g f x equal to 8, which is obtained, right? So, here we just simplify it and we can obtain this value of x, which is minus 1 and minus 2, right? Now we go for the next one. Okay, here if fx equal to box x, where f is defined from R to R, f is from R to R, and fx equal to box x, then what is f o f x? Here f o f x is equal to f bracket fx. Now it is f bracket box x, and again when we take f box x, then we can say that box x, right? But two boxes are not necessarily, then only one box is there, and box is integer part function, so our answer is box x, right? So f of fx is equal to also fx. It is, we can say that it is fx. So this way we can obtain the answer. Okay, then we go for the next one, 21. Now the 21 sum is next sum 21. F and g both are defined from R to R. Fx equal to 0 for x is rational and minus 1 for x is irrational. Same way fx equal to minus 1 if x is rational and 0 x is irrational, right? So here we want to find FOG pi plus GOFE. Here FOG pi plus GOFE is equal to F bracket G pi plus G bracket FE. Now here G pi, pi and E both are irrational number, so we directly put G pi is irrational, therefore 0, plus G FE, this is irrational, then minus 1, right? F0, now this is rational, for 0 it is 0, plus F minus 1 means rational, it is minus 1. So our answer is minus 1, right? Because here you just write that pi and E are irrational, therefore we can obtain this type of answer. Okay, then we go for the next one. Here you always remember that which condition is given for rational and irrational, it is important for you, and then you go through the sum, then it is easily obtained the answer, otherwise there is quite confusion. Okay, so now we go for the next one. Okay, this sum is quite important. If gx equal to 1 plus x minus box x and fx equal to minus 1 where x less than 0, 0, x equal to 0 and 1, x is greater than 0, then f gx equal to dash for every x. So here f gx is equal to f minus 1, f0 and f1 for x is less than 0, x is greater than 0, and x is equal to 0, and x is greater than 0, right? So now it is 1 this is not g minus 1, g0 and g1, right? So therefore it is 1 minus 1 minus minus 1, then 1 plus 0 minus 0, and then 1 plus 1 minus 1 for x less than 0, x equal to 0 and x greater than 0. So now the simplification of this is 1, here 1 and here also 1 for x less than 0, for x equal to 0 and for x is greater than 0. So the answer is always 1. So we can say that f bracket gx is always 1 for every x belongs to R, right? So be careful, and this is quite twisted sum, so be careful for this type of sum, right? I have one printing mistake at there. Here fx and gx are interchanged. Therefore our answer is f bracket gx equal to 1 is obtained, which is true, but here the fx and gx are interchanged. So please make correction that here fx equal to 1 plus x minus x, box x, and gx is minus 1, 0, 1 for the given term. And then we go for this one and we get the answer is 1. Okay. Now for 23, in 23 it is given that gfx. If we want to find gfx, then how can we find it is? So here one thing you remember that always this is x minus box x. If we talk about this thing, for x minus box x is always belongs to 0 to 1, right? It is not always 1, but it is 0 for the given term. That if you take x is here, then here you have box x equal to n, and here you have n plus 1, right? Box x equal to n plus 1. So this way 1 plus x minus box x is always in between 1 to 2. You just add here 1 and 1. So you get this answer for every x. So for all x, if we have this is 1 to 2, then for every x, gx is always greater than 0 because 1 to 2, therefore the answer is always greater than 0. And if gx is greater than 0, then our answer is 1. Okay? Therefore, we get our answer which is gx, or sorry, not gx but gfx is always 1 for x is greater than 0, for every x which is greater than 0, right? So this way we can find our answer which is always x for every x, not for greater than 0 but for x, right? So this way we can find our answer. Okay, so this way both have the answer same, but here the function are quite different, therefore our answer is quite different there. So be careful and be remember this thing. Now we go for the next one, which is 24th sum. It is also same kind of sum, but there is quite different in the given function, so we do it. Okay. Okay, here the logic is same, but then also we do the sum. If gx equal to minus 1 minus x plus x, box x, and fx equal to minus 1 x less than 0, 0 x equal to 0, 1 x is greater than 0, then what is fgx? So first of all here gx equal to minus 1 minus x plus box x. So taking negative sign common, then we have not box, but here x minus box x is there, right? So when we put x minus box x, then it is always in between 0 to 1, but x minus box x is between 0 to 1. Therefore, minus x minus box x is belongs to minus 1 to 0, right? It is in between minus 1 to 0, or minus 1 to 0, this way. Now here we add 1, then we have not add 1 but minus x minus box x, then it is minus 2 to minus 1, or minus 1, then minus 1 to 0, minus 1 to 0 is there, minus 2 to minus 1, right? So we can say that it is always negative. Therefore we can say that gx is always negative, because in this interval it is always negative, and therefore f gx, if gx is negative, therefore f gx is negative for minus 1. This is for minus 1, because gx is less than 0, and our answer is f gx, which is minus 1. So this way we can complete this 24th sum in this lecture. Okay, now this all three sums are very good for understanding, so be careful and be understand for this type of sum. Now next time we go for the next one.